Shorkey and Rob Hoffman. And Rob, we are so excited to have you as someone who was before there was a Rethink You, even before there was Results from Thinking. You've been trained by this process. We teach here at Results from Thinking. And I've just heard so many stories about you.
Derek, I told you that I had some of my favorite Jim Shorkey-isms, right? And these are things that I've used.
Please, you're going to make me cry. What the hell is a Jim Shorkey-ism?
How you can be the greatest salesperson on the planet.
Oh, let me pull up my cheat sheet to make sure that we cover them all.
Please, I'll try to keep. I'm going to close my eyes. If you don't mind.
Number one. No, these are no particular order.
Okay.
But these are ones that I still use to this day. And I can give you some detail on that too. Donuts are not a health food. / did you eat the broccoli? That's one. So I've been in many meetings with people, donuts not being a health food. And they're like, Rob, what the hell are you talking about? How do donuts relate to sales? How do donuts relate to
marketing,
professional life, marketing, whatever?
Yeah.
And I have to explain to them that, no, go deeper on it, think it through.
He stole that from me.
I stole it from
Stole
him.
all my good stuff, man. You stole it all.
Okay, number two.
Go deep. Go deep, guys. Go deep, ladies and gentlemen. Go deep. Listen to what this guy's saying. I have
Number
to close
two.
my eyes.
And I use this one.
All the time, yep.
And
I know
I've
where
used
you're going.
this with my European colleagues, and they're like, that's brilliant. And I'm like, I didn't come up with it. This guy did.
Please don't tell.
Success leaves clues.
That's
Yep.
Jim Rohn. That's Jim Rohn. That's not
Well,
Jim Shorkey.
That's okay.
I heard it from Jim Shorkey.
Okay,
So,
but it is Jim Rohn. Credit to Jim Rohn. Love Jim Rohn.
okay, number three, B+ strategy.
That's Jim Shorkey.
Yep, and execute. That's it.
100% execution. Yep.
Yep.
Or close. A B+ strategy executed at close to 100% destroys an A+ strategy executed at 50%. Destroys it.
And I have people on my team that we've had to sit down and discuss that. The B+ strategy versus I have a guy that he wants to execute everything A+ perfectly. And I
100%
said,
of
you
the
are
time.
going to make yourself nuts. Stop it. Let's get to a B+
You're right.
strategy, 100% execution,
Or
and we'll
close.
kill it.
Or close.
Or
As
close,
as we
sure.
can. You know, the bottom line is if we have a B+ strategy executed at 90%, we're going to hit it out of the park.
Right.
So we can drive ourselves nuts with, I got to get to a perfection, 100%. So you have 10 disciplines. You consistently do 9 out of 10 of those disciplines on a day-by-day, week-by-week, month-by-month basis. And they came from expert counsel. Okay. You're going to hit it out of the park. So it doesn't have to be the best strategy. And good enough is good enough.
Good enough.
By the way, you're speaking about the strategic continuum, which is in Rethink You 2.0, and it's very graphically explained. You need to go there. But a B, we call actually the strategic continuum is B to B+. And B- gets to be a little bit shaky. C is going to create mediocrity. And I told Rob that. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Rob.
No, all good. All good. Another one of my favorites that I use on the regular is seek expert counsel. But
Napoleon
that
Hill.
one has been changed to use your resources because we have so many resources available to us.
Well, it's expert counsel, though.
Right. But you always need to seek expert counsel because I don't know certain things that my team knows. That's why my team's there. So
Yeah.
I have to go to them.
And they have resources and tools and expert counsel. And yep.
But you know what? To that point, somebody took me on about this the other day, and you know, some bull crap, quite frankly. And you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. And my comeback was, is the library still a thing? Did they get rid of libraries? Okay. I think the library is free. So we can go to the library and we can get into that little card catalog thing. They probably don't even have it. You probably go to a laptop, whatever you do. And you can put in there NAPOLEON space HILL. I'm pretty sure Think and Grow Rich will come up. And I'm pretty sure you could probably get that book out of the library. And you can't mark it up like I do, but just get a notepad. I'm pretty sure it's there.
Yeah, it's
so
so-
don't give me your bull crap. I don't want to hear it. Is the library still a thing? There's just volume upon volume of expert counsel in the library. YouTube, you could literally build your own Porsche on YouTube. You could look it up. Am I right?
Yeah, you could.
My Porsche, the front brakes are squealing. Here's what you got to do. Wow, I never thought about that. Expert counsel.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is expert counsel. Truly, it is. On from there. So there's books, there's people like me.
Yep.
And we're sitting here talking right now. But there's also books.
Great.
Yeah. I want to get healthier. Oh, jeez. You can order literally. It's impossible. Okay. If you order a book from Amazon today, you'll have it this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give me. I'm surprised you haven't got here yet. Go ahead, continue.
And then this one, I had to tell you a story, Jim.
All right, what number is this?
This is this is number 5.
Okay.
He's killing me.
I was in a meeting with Google. With the internet.
Oh my God.
I was in a meeting with the internet. I was meeting with the internet. And a primary way that we get users is through paid marketing on Google.
Absolutely.
And we spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on paid advertising with Google. And we've seen in the past year that we're paying 2 to 3 times as much for paid advertising on Google, and we're getting weaker results.
Yeah.
So we call Google, and we have this long conversation with Google, with the internet. The final thing that I ask Google is give me a list of 10 things
Oh my God.
that I should be doing to improve my paid marketing.
You stole that from me.
Guess what Google gave me?
A list of 10 things.
A list of 10 things.
Wow. Ask and you shall receive.
I asked the internet for a list of 10 things that I should be doing.
You stole from me.
I stole that from you. I told Derek it's a page right out of your book. All right, number 6, and I think we've touched on this several times today, but we just haven't said the actual line. The hardest part of going for a walk is putting on your shoes.
Yeah, it's true.
That one I probably use on the daily.
That's actually, was that Chuck Polina?
No, that's been me for you. I was a runner in high school and college and whatnot. And it is. It's like in between, I'm going to go for a run and lacing them up.
Yeah.
This guy takes over.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, not today. You're in yesterday.
Yeah, it's raining
rain. It's
outside.
hot
It's
out there.
cold. It's
You
this
know what?
bread
You
so
don't
toasty warm.
You don't have to do this and blah, blah. And you talk yourself out of it. Or excuse me, not you. You guys are way better than me. I talk myself out of it, and I've got to fight that. It's the mental training. It's like taking cold showers. My brain says, nope, not today. Yeah, we're going today. No, we're not. No, come. What are you doing? I'm naked. I'm getting in the shower. What are you doing with that? No, I'm going to put it on the coldest setting I can. No, you're not. Don't touch that thing. Put it on hot. No, it's on cold. People say to me about the cold showers this is not medical advice. The cold showers do have a medicinal benefit. It's very strong, but I do it primarily for the mental training. So if I can get over that hump of getting my shoes laced up, tied up, double knotted, and then take that first step, I'm on my way. And so it's the first step, the second step, the third step. And okay, let's get to the stop sign. Okay, let's get to the bottom hill. Okay, make a right. Let's keep going. And I just keep adding on and on. It's like pretty soon, it's like, I did pretty good. I got 2 miles in. Good work, Jim. But the hardest part of running or going for the walk or whatever the case may be is putting the shoes on.
Yep.
And heading for the gym.
And the other thing is that a quarter of a mile is better than no miles. 2 miles
So you're talking
is
about
better than 1 mile.
Hold on. You're talking about all or nothing thinking.
This wasn't even on his list.
To us. Explain it.
Yeah,
You just did, but let's make sure they understand. They don't know what
No,
you're talking about.
and that was a thing. So
All or nothing thinking. Please explain that for me.
I would come here and I would tell Jim that, I don't have any clients. I got to
Yeah, there's no business out there.
Right.
That's
There's
what he
no
always-
business out there. Oh, let's tell that story. It's Christmas time. It was the week between Christmas and New Year's. And I came here and I said, there's no business. There's nothing going on the week between Christmas and New Year's. And he stops dead in his tracks. And he goes, what the hell are you talking about? You mean to tell me right now that there's nobody doing business out there? No one. And I was like, yeah, Jim, it's the week between Christmas and New Year's. And so there's no shopping going on. Nobody's getting gas. Nobody's doing. And I was like, he got me again. And so I thought about it. And the thing that we got was when I had my ad agency, we did a lot of work for the Diocese of Greensburg.
Yeah.
And it was because of that conversation and that week that we did a lot of work.
Yeah, they needed help, and you were there.
Because it sparked that in my brain. Oh, the week between Christmas and New Year's, that's maybe like a holy week, and maybe we should, be doing some things. And the church calls it evangelization, which is
Which it is. Absolutely.
yeah. There's no business happening between Christmas and New Year. And the reality is there's a ton of business.
And so, and also with the running, for example, what happens is I'm going to run 3 miles a day. So I don't have time to run 3 miles, so I'm not going to do anything. No. What can you do? I think I got time to do a mile. Go do the mile. That's a good thing. No, it's not the 3 miles, and while you're out there doing a mile, it's like you look at your watch, you think, you know what? I can squeeze 2 more minutes out of this situation. Then go 2 more minutes, and then go home, get yourself ready, and go do your appointment, whatever. But all or nothing thinking states, I can't get 10x done, so I'm going to do nothing. No. Can we do 2x, 3x, 4x, whatever? And you'll find, and another one I told Rob, which I also got from Jim Rohn, is make your downtime prime time. So we do have some downtime, and we do have some extra time, and so we're gonna get away from all or nothing thinking. We're gonna take that downtime and turn it into 10 pages, turn it into 10 steps, turn it into 1 mile. And I'm telling you what, that 1 mile of making your downtime prime time adds up to a lot of miles over the course of a day, week, month, year. Caution, all or nothing thinking. Okay, good stuff, man. Continue.
Any more? You got more on this list?
Oh, yeah, I got more on this list.
This is good. This is really good.
Number 7, which we talked about, was do you want to build a helicopter or an airplane?
That's the creator. Good.
Yep, the creator, and the Legos. And I say that all the time, too. I'm like, what are we building? Are we building a helicopter, or are we building an airplane? What do we want to build?
That's really important, especially when
really
you're doing,
important.
Yeah.
And there's specific instructions within Lego to build the helicopter.
Right.
Specific instructions. And so you take the pieces and you arrange them in a pile and you start putting them together according to the instructions, and you end up with a helicopter. However, if you follow the directions for what was the second one?
Airplane.
The airplane, and you get all those pieces and you build those, you're going to end up with an airplane. And unfortunately, in our life today, a person does that and it's like they're mad because they got an airplane. I wanted a helicopter. You dummy. You followed the wrong instructions. You got the wrong pieces. So you can Google this right now. Go to Amazon, look up Lego, the creator, and you'll see boxes of stuff. And we actually bought them back in the day and Chuck was alive.
Yeah.
We actually did. And the Lego is called Creator, and there's all different versions of it, but it's 3 for 1. Something like that. Whatever it will be. So in that box, it's so profound for the life message. In that box is a bunch of pieces and directions, instructions. And you as a human being get to decide which thing you're going to build. Guess what? It's the same thing with your life. Are you going to build a great marriage or an awful marriage? Are you going to build a great business or an awful business? Are you going to build a great relationship with XYZ or a bad relationship? You get to choose. That's what America's all about. But in order to get what you want, you seek expert counsel, you find out which pieces you need, you get the pieces, and you go to expert counsel, you say, okay, got my pieces. All right, now what do I do now? Here, hands you the instructions. Do step 1 first. Got it. Then step 2. And you say, okay, I did what you told me to do. I did step 1, 2, I did 10, I did 11. Oh, stop, time out. What happened to 3? I thought I'd just go from 1 to 2 to 10. No, you messed up. We got to do 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. And so you're at 4. And I said, okay, how you doing? I'm doing great. Wait a second, I'm looking at the pieces. It looks, Rob, like you got the wrong pieces there. I didn't think that mattered. It does.
It matters.
You got to stop and take those pieces out. Look at the instructions. See, there's a green one, the blue one, and the yellow one. You got the wrong colors. You got the wrong piece. You got the wrong size. Stop. Did I not tell you how many times I tell you to stop?
Stop. Yeah.
Stop. It's one of the most powerful things you can do when you're looking at progressing up the ladder of success is to stop. Take a breather. Analyze. Look at what you're doing. Oh, man, I see now. I got the red, green, yellow. No. It's blue, orange, purple. Got him. Put him in. Oh, wow, this is great. Now go to step 5.
Right.
And step 5 tells you to do whatever. Do you see that? It's a great analogy. It's the story of life.
And really, I schedule into my week time, half an hour, to just sit there and reflect upon the work that I've done that week. Because if I don't do that, then I've got purple pieces where yellow pieces should be.
Don't you
and
love
I've
this
got
guy?
green pieces where red pieces
Don't
should
you love
be.
this guy?
You got to
This
stop.
is why he's here today. Don't you love this guy?
Yeah.
And he's telling you the truth.
Yeah.
He doesn't know I don't know what he's going to say. And I don't really think he knows what he's going to say other than what's on that phone there.
Yeah.
We're just three guys here talking. Thank you, man. You're awesome, buddy.
You got one or two more?
So one of the biggest things that Jim ever said to me, I remember I was a couple years into it, and I remember I made this cold call, and I called this guy,
Okay.
and I was really like working him, giving him the once over. And I was really proud of myself for my comebacks and
We were just talking
you
about
know,
this, Jim.
all these things, right? And I was like, man, I'm doing good here. I'm doing good. And the guy put me off, and I would come back to him. And so I told Jim about it. Jim looks at me. You said, you never know what that guy is dealing with. It could be his wife could be
Yeah.
at home fighting cancer. She could be sick.
Yeah.
His child could have an issue. His
Yeah.
mother or father, whatever. He could be facing
Yeah.
massive layoffs that he's dealing with, letting people go. And so my final Jim Shorkey-ism is to always act with kindness, because that was the message that Jim gave me
And I got to chill.
after we had the discussion on that call, is to always act with kindness.
And you're forgetting one. I know I said it. I know I said it. You're forgetting one.
What one am I forgetting?
Hello, is Bill there? Hey, Bill, this is Rob Hoffman calling. Did I interrupt anything important?
Yep.
No, I'm good. Or, you know what? It's a really bad time.
Yep.
I have really bad cancer, and I got to do ABC, and my wife is blah, blah, blah. And okay, I'm certainly sorry to hear that. Isn't anything I can do to be of service to you regarding those things? No, I got it going. When would be a good time to call you back?
Yep.
I know I told you that.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
Absolutely.
A key thing to do when you're making phone calls, particularly cold calls, is did I interrupt anything important? It's called removing the curse of the call. Because if you don't do that, they're going to be so focused on whatever their life is dealing them right now that they're just not going to listen to a word you say. Therefore, the phone call is a waste of time. Actually, what you are when you do that is you're a nuisance. So I see that you're busy, and I'm certainly sorry to hear that you're going through that. I wish there's something I could do to help. But that said, when would be a convenient time for you that I could call you back? You know what? Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, schedule it. Make an appointment, and then call them back at 10 o'clock. And when you call them back at 10 o'clock, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this today, folks. When you call them back at 10 o'clock, hey, Rob, how you doing? Jim Shorkey calling. Did I interrupt anything important? I say that every single time. Derek, when I call you, do I ever not say that?
No.
Rob, when I call you, do I ever not say that? Ever. We don't do business. We're friends.
Yeah.
But guess what? If something happened, no, it's not a good time. When's a good time to call you back, Rob?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Easy.
It's called respect.
Yep.
It's called dignity. You don't know the backstory. You don't know what they're going through. Him, her, you don't know. And so respectfully, you know what? It may not be a good time to talk to them. And guess what? It may never be a good time to talk to them. And that's okay. If it's a bad time to talk to them, 1, 2, it's never going to be a good time to talk to them. Guess what? Should we call them back? No, we should not.
Right.
Now, what I would recommend in that regard, no, I'm out. I just can't deal with this right now. I'm going to call them in a couple of weeks. I'm going to say, Rob, hey, Rob, did I catch you at a bad time? The last time we talked, it was not a good time to talk, and it may still not be, but I just wanted to call and tell you I'm really concerned about you. Is there anything I can do to be of service to you today? Do you need me to stop at the grocery store? What can I do to help you out? I know things are tough. I heard that in your voice. Is there anything I can do to be of help? I'm going to sell my car someday. You watch. I'm going to sell my car someday. Because it's all about making impressions. You already said that once.
Yep.
It's all about making impressions. And he is a human being. Why can't I call him and say, just checking in and say, how you doing, man? Nope, not here to sell you anything today. I'm really not. I'm just here checking. How you doing, man? Last time we talked, it was pretty dire. How's it going? Not so hot. Do you want to talk about it? No, I do not. All right, I'll let you go.
Right.
It's not going to be good. And probably this is the time that we need to say, let's stop calling this guy. Yeah, what I would probably do then, because I don't give up. I showed you the door, didn't I?
Yeah.
Didn't I show you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim was making an analogy where he's knocking on the door. And I said, what if somebody, this was earlier today, I said, what if somebody slams it in your face? He said, I'll knock again. And he said, I'll figure out, hey, something I said wrong, something I did wrong here. Tell me. I want to know why you slammed the door in my face.
Yeah.
What I would do next, because it's all about making impressions, and Rob doesn't know this, and he's not even going to think about it because he doesn't know it. I'm going to send him a card. And I'm going to say, you know what, I'm really troubled. And I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to bug you. But I just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. And I hope things work out the very best possible way that they can for you. And if you ever need me, here's my phone number. You call me directly. I will not be bugging you anymore, but I do care about you. Jim Shorkey.
Yep.
See you.
That's it.
And that's an impression. And it may not amount to anything, but you know what? It's a mathematical world that we live in. Am I right or wrong, Rob?
You're right.
It's all math.
It's all math.
So if I talk to 100 people, how many deals am I going to close?
Depends on how good
What do
you
you
are.
think? What's your number? Give me a number.
10.
Okay. Rob's saying 10. So how do I go about getting that to 15? And that little card that I just sent out, if I send out 100 of those, okay, am I going to get 100 deals? No, I'm not. But what if I got one or two? Now we went to 12. You see what I'm saying?
What if you have a nice voicemail message that...
Now we go to 13. Yeah. It all adds up. And you have a great voicemail message, which, of course, I created. And, yeah, wonderful.
I
So
might
it's
have had
all
a
these
good
little
teacher.
different things that we do that create that. Remember, results are the name of the game. If you don't like your results, not that you don't like them, but you want the results to improve, they're not going to improve until you improve. And that's what Rethink You is all about.
Yeah.
You got to rethink yourself. And that's what Rob did.
Yeah.
And he's hitting it out of the park. He's a testimonial to the program.
Yeah. I called it patient 00. I existed before it existed.
Self-improvement, and very few people get this. The most powerful thing we can do, people want to, no, stop. Just stop. And then let's move on to, okay, now we're going to start building the helicopter. We're going to smoke and build the helicopter. No, stop.
Right.
We're talking about self-improvement here. I have a drinking problem. And I got involved in self-improvement. I'm a drinker. I only ever had 2 beers, the first one and the last one. I never counted the 8 or 10 in between. I have a drinking problem. And I got involved with self-development, and I could sense as I was going through it, the process of self-development, that self-development and drinking to excess, they were on diversion paths.
Right.
I could sense that. So I decided at some point in that journey, and it was really pretty early on, let's think about this, March the 1st, 1993, on December 26, 1993, I'm sitting in Amy's mom's house in front of the fireplace. I've got a glass of wine in one hand and a beer in the other hand. And I said to Amy, I said, you know what? I said, tomorrow, I'm not going to drink tomorrow for a whole day. And I'm going to try to see how long I can go without drinking. I think the number was 30 days. And she was actually angry with me, not like spitting mad, but like, why are you talking about this here? And that was the end of that. And so I did it 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I made it a month. And I didn't drink at all. And so I said, you know what? That was manageable. I'm going to try it again. So I start into my second 30 days. And give me a moment. I'm in the driveway. I'm in the van. And I'm backing out. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm driving. Amy's in the driver's seat. Katie and the kids are in the back seat. And my daughter, Katie, who is 13 years old, says to me, Dad, I'm so proud of you that you're not drinking. It always bothered me when you drank. And I couldn't even process it. I'm now in the road. I can see it. Put the car in park. I said, Katie, what did you just say? And she repeated herself. And I said, oh, Katie, I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I said, I'll tell you what, Kate, I'll never drink again. I'll never drink again. And I didn't. And so that was in 1993. And I had already not been drinking. The streak started on that Christmas, next day. And I never did. And I won't, because I promised my daughter that I wouldn't drink again. And so when you ask me what my goal is, I think it's critical that we get very specific and very detailed and very analytical about the goal. And I will tell you point blank that if your reasons why for the goal don't make you cry, then you're probably not going to be able to overcome the obstacles that are going to be in your way along the way. But guess what? My reasons why did make me cry. And I did make a promise to my daughter.
You got to have the mindset.
I have the mindset.
Right.
I have it. And I developed it over time. But I don't drink. And I have a drinking problem. I'm very upfront about that. I do. I have a drinking problem. I'm a high energy guy. Things get me going. And alcohol just didn't work for Jim Shorkey. It just didn't. And so I had to stop. And I did. And self-development is what caused that to happen. And that's why I know that you got to have a very clear goal, reasons why to make you cry. And you and I talked about that. If you don't have that, then you're probably going to cave into the pressure of
Whatever
why not
is,
this?
Yeah, why not this? Yeah.
Because I made a promise to my wife, Jamie, and the girls that we were going to do this. And yes, we're going to Disney World on my dime. And I think you did that, didn't you?
And then Jamie and I went to, we called it the Whirlwind Tour of New England. That was the first one.
Yeah.
But the Whirlwind Tour of New England was Jamie and I, and we toured Maine and Cape Cod and just did this whole week-long journey of camping. And
Do your reasons why make you cry?
absolutely. I can get teary-eyed thinking about the kids and Jamie.
And that's good.
Yeah, because that's the why.
That's life. That's
That's
emotion.
always the why.
That's emotion. Yeah, good.
Whatever is in, I call it my four walls. Whatever is in my four walls is what's important.
Yep.
And I play this role of in the professional world so that I can build and I can maintain
Wonderful.
what is in my four walls.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Rob, again, thank you for joining us. Guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Rob, thank you.
This has been
Just
great.
Being,
This has been
being
so great.
patient,
This
double
guy.
zero.
I love this guy.
Learning this process. I wasn't far behind you, probably patient 001. But yeah.
No, it's been great. It's been great. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
And in conclusion,